What's up guys, Max here, and we're going to be releasing some information, juicy information here inside this update. We're going to be talking about the new Guardians that are coming out. We're going to be talking about new chapters that are coming out, and just everything that's being covered as quickly as possible inside the update 1.1.1. There's a lot of ones inside this update, so let's just jump right into the game and start covering everything. So as you can see it inside here, this 1.1.1 game update notes, right? This is actually coming out of the release of this. Now we're seeing this a little bit early because we got access to share this information with you. But this is going to be you're going to be able to download, myself included, this information on July 20th. And you're going to be able to participate and just on all the cool things that are coming with it. So this update includes new Guardians, a new chapter in the story, a new event, and more. So you're probably thinking like, all right, get to the juicy parts. What's this new chapter situation and what are the new Guardians in the game? So let's just talk about it. We're gonna be getting Wally and we're gonna be getting Simba. Now the question with Simba is it gonna be baby Simba, teenage Simba, or the full-grown Simba? You know, which one are we going to be getting? Who knows? It's just days away and we're going to be finding out. But those are the Guardians, and you're probably wondering is what class are they? Right? I know you are. I would be too. Well, that information we're able to share that information, and that information is that they're going to be the tank class. So that's exciting. If you don't quite have a good tank Guardian in your roster and you're looking at getting a new one, I myself I'm working on Mr. Incredible, and now I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, I'm working on Mr. Incredible. Are these new Guardians going to be super cool and rather better than Mr. Incredible? Who knows? That I don't know. I have no idea, but excited for them to come into the game and definitely test them out. Okay, but with that, you already got the new Guardians that are coming. That's exciting, right? There's also going to be a new chapter being released in the game. So if you already completed, let's say normal mode and all the way to chapter 7, and you're like, all right, I got that done. That was easy. I just started playing the game. Now I'm in hard mode. And let's say you pushed the limits of the game already and even completed expert mode in chapter 7. And you're just like, dude, I got nothing to look forward to. Well, this is your time, man. You got chapter 8 coming out, and that's going to be exciting because you're going to be able to push further with your current Guardians to see what the limits of your roster can get you and how much far into that chapter 8 you can get. So excited to see some footage of some really, and I don't want to say the longer accounts that have been out there, because there's fairly some new accounts that have been pushing already as the game launched globally. And they've been pushing, and they have quite good sized rosters with leveled up, ranked up Guardians as well. But inside this chapter 8, let's discuss what's inside this bullet point. So with the release of chapter 8, we're also going to be seeing new limited time objectives will be available all the way up until August 2nd. These are going to be rewarding all of us with fantastic cosmetic and valuable resources. So excited to see what those actually are. Along with the first 24 hours of the release of this, we're going to be able to get twice as much energy. So when it comes to the energy that we consume it the same, but the way it comes back to us within the first 24 hours of this being released, it's going to come back to us twice as fast. So that's exciting. So for sure, stay tuned. If you get a chance to play the game, open it up and burn your energy, know that it's coming back just as fast. Now, there's going to be some dungeon updates. I myself just started exploring more and more of the dungeons, so I'm excited to see these dungeon updates, right? Some fixes, a little bit of tweaks there. So as you can see, let's start from the bottom up, right? Changes have been made to prevent players from easily re-rolling the layout of the dungeon they entered. So sometimes you enter the dungeon, and I didn't really notice this until a few days ago, that you can't really change it, and you just kind of go back into the same dungeon you were just in. So if you wanted to go and make it a little bit more difficult, maybe that's what you wanted, well, now you can. Fixed an issue with danger meter in dungeons sometimes appearing to stay full after an encounter. So that's happened. It is a good fix. I don't want to say it's annoying, but it is a nice fix that they're doing that. They've paid attention to that little glitch or little visual bug that's happening, so they're going to be fixing that. Says players can now skip through the floor summary pop-up sooner. Okay, the pop-ups asking if you want to leave the floor no longer immediately appear after winning an encounter on an exit. Okay, interesting. So, and the biggest point, the first point of them all, it says dungeons can now have a bonus guardian or restrictions based on traits. Example, get 2x points if you have a seafaring or stealthy guardian. However, you cannot bring a gravity defying guardians. Okay, so it's going to be exciting to see those bonus points as they kind of develop more when it comes to the dungeons. And I know there's a lot of alliances out there that focus on dungeons, like so that because there's a lot of great points and milestones as accomplishments. So really excited. Hope you guys are enjoying those updates when it comes to the dungeons. Now the guardian updates, you're probably wondering, it's like, okay, who's going to be touched? Is my favorite guardian Captain Hook? What is he going to get? Is he going to get a buff? Is he going to get a nerf? Well, let's start with the description of the updates, right? It says for any guardian who uses charges, the keyword descriptions have been updated to indicate that these are not buffs. Keyword descriptions for damage restrictions now indicate that it does not mitigate damage before being observed by an armor. So Captain Hook, Donald Duck, Hercules, Mickey Mouse, Mike Wazowski, I can't say his last name there, Stitch, all are going to be seeing a little change, a little update when it comes to this guardian this round. Now the one that I wanted to focus, and you're probably focusing on as well, is going to be Mickey Mouse, right? And it's going to be, it's like, what is the change? Because I myself just started focusing on him as a 4-star and possibly picking him up multiple times in the game as a 4-star to hopefully grow him as a 5-star. And I saw this change and it got me alerted. So let's look at the change. It says fix an issue where Mickey would sometimes gain an extra stellar charge from certain allies on the same team. So it looks like I myself don't have them and play them, but that is a very unique thing that he gets and needed when it comes to his charge. But we're gonna see how that plays out. I hope to see some gameplay from other content creators out there on Mickey, as my Mickey is not really leveled up. So again, I hope we see some of that information in there. And I hope it's not a big change to them, that it doesn't seem like it would be, but otherwise I do like what they're going to be doing to Stitch. That seems to be like a nice buff. Hercules and Donald Duck, also like Donald seems like to be a nice buff. Let's read that one. It says fix an issue with advanced talent boiling over, where the chances to gain an extra defensive buff from Donald's core ability was 2% at max talent level instead of 20. Okay, so that's going to be nice. So maybe he's going to become a little bit stronger when it comes to his defensive buffs. So these are going to be the buffs as you can see them, and also some of the updates and improvements that are coming to the game. Those are going to be a lot. Okay, there's a lot to cover inside here. So I do want to kind of go ahead and just scroll back up and just pause if you want to see something and just zoom in into the video when it comes to this. One of the coolest things is for those, again, accounts out there that are stacked and been playing this game and have reached level 200. Well, guess what? Your progression level is now going to go up to 300. So it says players can now go up to 300, giving the opportunity to earn more level up rewards. Experience earned is not retroactive. So it's not going to be like, okay, yes, you've earned some XP for the last 3 months that you've been, or month or two, whatever, that you've been level 200, well, we're not going to give you that. So it's starting from now. There wasn't a level 201 or 250 or 300 before, but now there is. And players who are currently level 200 will begin earning more experience after this change goes live. The increase is max player levels does not include an increase in max energy. So that is kind of like the slight little bummer there, as I'm already capped as a new player in the max energy, which my energy cap is basically at 100. Well, you can't see it here, but I just tapped it. So at 100 is what we're max capped, and that would have been nice to see, especially for the guys that are already guys and girls out there that are 200. A little push into like them getting a little bit more energy there in that one. But it also says improvements have been made to alliance search, alliance type, language, and member activity. Filters have been added. Search results sorting by alliance power, name, and member capacity has been added. There's been also a visual glitch, I believe, on the alliance showing 1 out of 20 when more members are actually in the alliance. Fixed an issue with which new messages in chat would cause the chat window to scroll to the bottom. Okay, so there's a few little problems here and there when it comes to the it looks like just mainly chat issues fixes. Okay, this one's kind of cool. It says after opening 10 crystals, there's a setting that allows players to toggle to skip the opening crystal animation except when you receive a new guardian or when a new rarity is achieved. So for the big whales out there that are opening tons of crystals, well, now you're gonna be able to just skip all that animation unless you have an option to see the new guardian, so you get the excitement of that and not sit there and just watch a bunch of 2-3 stars show up until you get that 4th or 5th star. But these are all the update bullet points, guys. I think this has probably gone long enough already. Hopefully I cover some of the ones that I'm excited for that I kind of pointed out or popped out at me. Also note that some of these updates have gone live already to some players when it comes to some of these improvements, but for sure for everybody it's going to be going live with the new guardians again starting July 20th. So just hours away from the release of this, so be excited. I'm gonna be unfortunately off. So I didn't know if I was going to be on and off. So we might be going live with the update just to see how the game is and what the new guardians are, and maybe just talk about them on stream. So stay tuned. And I believe the update time, correct, the update time for the game to be released of this is going to be July 20th. And again, I've noticed that most updates into the game are being released around 11 a.m. Pacific time. So again, that's 11 a.m. Pacific time for me. So that'd be nice to see if I can go live at that time and just see all the changes take place, see the new guardians inside the game. So super excited on this one, guys. Hope you enjoy this quick but maybe long update video. We'll drop a like on the video, guys. I'll see you soon. Peace.
What?
Hakuna Matata. It means no worries.